Alright, y'all, what's up? Now it's literally after midnight right now, so but I told y'all that I was finally gonna read to y'all what I wrote about Trinity. So, like I'm really am sorry that I'm a little late. I was supposed to upload this video last night, but I forgot. I was either so deep into playing Call of Duty or watching YouTube or listening to music, so forgot to upload it, but here it is now. So I hope that y'all watch this all the way through. Hopefully this time it will not be a long video, because yesterday when I made a similar video on it explaining what caused Trinity's mental health problems, that was like a damn near half an hour video, and I said it wasn't going to be long, but I promise this video will not be long. I'm just going to read this whole thing, and then I'm just going to summarize it afterwards. So, yeah, I titled it My Forever Bestie. So, as always. So, let me get right into it. Okay, so I started off by saying Trinity's not just my bestie. She is my world, my heart, the light that shines through my darkest moments. It may sound like I'm convincing you guys that she is my new current girlfriend, but I digress. She is not my girlfriend. Me and her are not romantically involved in any way. I do have deep feelings for her, yes, but it's not in the way that y'all think. Yes, I have stated plenty of times before that Trinity is indeed the entire world to me. I later confessed that I did indeed have a bit of obsession with her, but it's not in the intended way that y'all think, like I just said. Now, I went on to say that I first met Trinity back in 2018. I was in my late senior year. She was in her early freshman year. I didn't know much about her past at all. I didn't. And her depression, her insecurities, her anxiety, I didn't know nothing about that. Her getting bullied in elementary school, I didn't know nothing about that until I took the time to get to know her better. And I also questioned her about the stuff that caused her depression and anxiety, because as months or at least by then or at that time, as weeks and months went by, I started asking her questions about what caused her depression and anxiety. So, and periodically, she did explain it to me after I did ask, and yeah, I felt extremely awful. So that's that right there. And at the time, she obviously didn't have no friends for moral support. She didn't have no friends to look up to or go to for comfort. And yeah, and that's messed up. So, and I wanted her to at least have one person, at least that one person who is willing to remind her of who she truly is as a person. Yeah, and that person could be a friend or a boyfriend. Definitely. In this, family does not count. I'm literally saying if it's friend wise, well, not if, but it has to be friend wise or relationship wise. That's what I mean by when I say she needs at least that one person. So it has to be friend wise or relationship wise if that person is going to remind her of who she truly is as a human being. She needs that one person who will make her feel more comfortable with herself, make her feel more comfortable with the environment, and she obviously doesn't deserve to feel isolated from the dating world. Not and not just from the dating world, but life in general. So, yeah. At the time, I did feel like that she was isolated from the world altogether. Like whatever she's trying to do for herself, it's like she's not getting nowhere. It felt like she wasn't getting anywhere with it. So, and no matter how much time, effort, and practice that she went through, it's like she still wasn't getting anywhere with it. And that's how I saw it, and it was just messed up. So, yeah, I want Trinity to literally have that life she deserves and not have to deal with any mental struggles or doubts whatsoever. And what I just said, just recently, not a few seconds ago, I literally said that whether I'm the person to give her that life or if it's someone else, then it's cool. Oh, yes, I went on to say whether I'm the guy to give her the life she deserves or someone else, it don't matter. God has created such a beautiful soul, a permanent centerpiece to my heart, definitely. The light in my darkness. And I know for a fact that God ain't through with her. He ain't. God does have a lot in store for her. I know that for a true and utter fact. The life that Trinity deserves will be blessed upon her. Yes, it will. Like I know things are definitely slow, but things will look up eventually. Can't lose hope on it, and you definitely can't lose faith on it either. And she will obviously get that life either through a future boyfriend, a boy best friend, or a girl best friend, or anyone family wise. But I didn't mean the right family wise. I'm only saying it on behalf of friends or a future relationship, basically. So it doesn't have to be family related. Like I said before, I'm only saying it if I want her to get the life she deserves, either through a future boyfriend, a future boy best friend, or a future girl best friend. But I guess at the same time, I guess you could obviously include family. Like most likely, your parents. So I guess her parents might be included in this as well. So, but other than that, I'm pretty sure no other family members are involved except for her mom and dad. But other than that, it's like I was trying to say that she can also get the life she deserves through her parents. But what I mean by family wise, I mean maybe just her parents, just them two. But it will be granted to her, no doubt about it. And then on the next page, I said that she had very few mental breakdowns, and the only way how I know about it is that she would post about it on Snap. She would literally explain how she had mental breakdowns, and I'd be wondering why. She had very few mental breakdowns before, and they were purely triggered by large amounts of stress. Definitely. There were probably some difficult times in her life where she did indeed felt hopeless, yeah, and severely disappointed in herself. Yeah, I have heard and seen that. And I also believe that there were times where she would begin to question if her life was worth living because of her mental health. And yeah, that is how mental health truly is. Like, if your mental health is literally not on the road where it should be, then yeah, it is going to end up having you question yourself on if life is worth living. Because, because your mind is all over the place. Your mental health or whatever is all over the place. You can't think straight. You're not focused. And yeah, that will have you question like that. And I did say not to mention that I have seen her crying. Maybe not in person. Oh yeah, definitely not in person, but through a Snapchat post that I saw, she literally was in tears. And I was wondering why until I read the post itself. Now, this is kind of hard to see, but so this is what I think the reason for that post is. I said between, so what I think it meant, or why she was crying in that post, I said between her junior and her senior years in school, she literally has doubted herself a lot because of how things were turning out for her at the time. She has tried over and over again, but felt like she wasn't getting nowhere, like I literally said before. It even got to the point where she really just wanted to quit. She just wanted to give up altogether. And that's how depression is, because it's like you just want to give up on life altogether because of how difficult things are. You know, not just if you're in school or whatever, or going through work or whatever, you know, you still feel like you want to give up because you're not getting anywhere in life. And no matter how much you try or put in the effort or the patience or whatever, you feel like you're still not getting nothing out of it. So, you know, and on top of it, she had to deal with the loss of her grandmother. So, you know, and that really was sad. And I did tell y'all in the video yesterday that I would have loved to have met her grandma, but but that didn't happen, and yeah, I felt absolutely terrible. And then I went on to say, or she went on to say at the time, that there were certain times that she would seclude herself in her room and just cry her eyes out, hoping that life would turn around for the better. Now, I know that Trinity had some ups and downs, but I do feel like she had more downs than ups. Because when you have an up in your life, it means that everything's going good. You had no problem at all, no struggles, nothing negative, nothing. When you have downs in your life, then yeah, something bad has obviously happened. You haven't gotten anything good out of all of it. So I did feel like she had more downs than ups, and that's just really messed up. And yeah, I literally said it right here. Whenever something good happens to her, something unexpected happens a minute later, making that good thing into a bad thing even more. So, yeah. And me personally, I also went on to say that I could never understand as to why Trinity was getting a lot of negativity in her life back in the day. I literally never understood as to why she was getting a lot of bad luck more than good luck. Starting from her getting bullied in elementary school to when she lost her grandmother and dealing with her mental health on a daily basis. So, and I also went on to say, yeah, it's really hard to see, so I'm gonna try to summarize it in my own words. So, and yeah, I do believe that not many people understand what Trinity went through at all. So I'm pretty sure that, like, I'm getting the feeling that Trinity had friends before me. Like, I know that she had at least a friend or two before me, and I would somehow believe that that friend or friends didn't know what she was truly going through, like, because they never asked, or they never discussed it. And so yeah, that's what I meant not many people would understand what she went through in her life unless if they stop and ask what's wrong, or if they have time to have a talk about it. So, you know, and if people were to stop and talk with Trinity about it, she would explain, and then people would simply just brush it off and not believe any of it. Most people would just think that she's just telling that just to get attention, which is completely false. and others would tell her to simply to forget about it and to move on. Little do they know that I see something in Trinity. Like, I literally see something deep within her that many other people don't, and that's her true feelings. I see that, but I believe that nobody else does. So I feel like that if she was to make future friends going forward or be in future relationships with anyone, I would I would make sure, or she would have to make sure that she explains to those people or to that person what she been through throughout her life and why she is the way she is now, and that she won't, or like, there's really, it's actually so hard to put it, but I would want for her to let that person know, or those people know, what she been through in her past life and why she is the way she is now, and that she would want to make sure that the person or the people don't get offended by that. Because, yeah, Trinity has said a handful of times that, yeah, she's quiet. You know, she has told me that she can be socially awkward at times. You know, definitely her anxiety, because, you know, she doesn't feel comfortable being around a lot of people that she don't know. You know, like, it can simply be family too, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people in her family that she hardly knows, and she don't want to be around any of them because she don't know them all like that. The only main people that she knows are her parents, her cousin, and me, and probably one other person if I'm not mistaken. But other than that, that's it. But I already know how she is, so and I know what she's literally been through, but I guess putting it into specific words is quite difficult. But yeah. So on this page, and I think this is the last page. Oh no, actually, I actually wrote a little bit more. All right, so I think this video might be slightly long, but hopefully it won't be like an hour long. Hopefully not. And yeah, I'll probably try to finish this up as fast as I can. So yeah, to this day, I still feel like I sense Trinity still struggling a little. Deep down, I feel like she is struggling a little mentally, but not physically. Like like physically, you can look fine, you can look good, but deep down, you know, you're still kind of hurt. You're still trying to recuperate yourself here and there, and you know, you're still trying to get your mindset right, your mental health right, so that way you can move on and all. And I actually feel as if she needs all the available support she can get so no further mental episodes would occur. Those episodes being her mental breakdowns, or or her crying out of hopelessness, because I just don't want that to happen. So yeah, so I said right here that all I want Trinity to be is happy. Yes, I want her to be happy. I literally want her to be happy like every freaking day. Like every freaking day. Like, I would hopefully one day get a text from her on Snapchat or whatever. You know, she playfully or happily says hi to me or whatever. You know, I just want her to just be happy, man. Yeah, I want her to be happy with herself, happy with the environment, and comfortable with everyone she sees. It doesn't have to be, family related or friend related. It can be anyone. She'll be, she could potentially just be normal. She won't be like looking around all shy or anxious. She would just be normal. So, because I understand that people who have anxiety and suffer from depression, they, well, let's just say that you're not a people person. Like when you're socially awkward, you're not really a people person, so you don't want to approach anyone really. You just want to stick to yourself or stick to the people who you're truly close to. So, and yeah, so yeah, like I said, she's everything to me, and seeing her not knowing what to do with her life is extremely heartbroken. Yeah, and right here, I say that she is a strong young lady, a complete blessing of a human being to me and your parents, point blank. All the all the talk, guidance, and help is from them and me. Yes, it is. I may not be there with you physically, but mentally I am. But one day we will get together and really talk about this stuff because this stuff's serious. So, you know, and plus I also said the moment that you ask for guidance, either me or your parents will try our best to give you that talk, that guidance, and that help. And yeah, so the way how things are right now may not be promising, but it is going to happen. Whatever you ask for, you shall receive it. And your parents want you to be the best you can be. Yeah, they do. When it comes to y'all's mothers and fathers, they want y'all to be the best y'all can be. Like seriously, they don't want y'all's life to be like a complete dungeon or a complete dark place with no meaning or no value in it. Like they want y'all to go out there and make something out of yourself. And same thing with your friends too. They would say the same thing. It's just that they would also be there with you physically for moral support, also guidance, comforting, all that. With your parents, it's a much more deeper thing. The best they can do is give you guidance on how to move on with yourself, what you got to do to better yourself and do whatever, really. So, yeah. And to summarize what I said right here, is that I don't want any of the little things to distract you. You know, obviously, like your parents are, they basically want you to show the world that you're way stronger than anything. They obviously want you to be more independent with yourself. They want you to basically improve the best way possible, and that they just want you to just go out there and just be you. Just be you and don't let no one change you. I said right here, where your mental health is, where it stands currently right now, you're pretty much all set. You're pretty much all set. You just have to let it be known that you're ready to get your life started, and your mom and dad can actually set you up. They can set you up to start your life. Like seriously, like your parents are the main people who can actually set you up for life. Like for real, you know. And plus, I also said that mental health is highly vital to your being, and also managing to treat it and control it is the key to living your life to the fullest, or living a new chapter in your life. Like for real. You gotta make sure that your mental health is managed and well controlled, because if it's out of the ordinary or if it's out of place, then yeah, you're not gonna be in a good place. Adulthood. I also made a video about adulthood. I also said that adulthood may not be the best position to take part in life, but God wants you to go through it if you want to have the life you wish to desire. Like, you have to go through adulthood. Duh. Even though stuff in adulthood is extremely complex, but once you're given the guidance, the information, and the knowledge of everything that goes on and what you need, then you're pretty much all set. And plus, adulthood would literally not be as bad as you think it would be. So, And I go on to say right here that I don't want Trinity to live out the rest of her life at home doing absolutely nothing, because that's not how life should be. You shouldn't be living out the rest of your life at home doing nothing. Like, this is what I'm doing right now. I still don't have anything to do with myself right now, but I've already told y'all. I also said that God has brought you into this world for one reason and one reason only, and this doesn't apply to Trinity. This literally applies to anyone who's going through some shit, you know? God brought you into this world for one reason and one reason only: to live in peace, prosperity, happiness, and nothing but success, love, and blissfully, which is the same thing as happiness. I did a little joke right there. And yeah, and then I go off to conclude that that Trinity is an extremely sweet young woman with a lot of potential at hand. All you gotta do is believe in yourself, ask for guidance, treat your mental health the best way possible, and I also said that I hope 2023 makes you truly shine than your previous darker years, because I've asked how 2022 and 2021 was for, and she said it could have been better, and I completely agree. And yes, I do love her very much. So, but yeah, but that's really it right there. So, I literally did say that I wasn't gonna make this video literally long, but here it is, about to be a half an hour long. Here I go again. I literally said that I was not gonna make this video long. And I'm literally holding my phone right now. My phone is literally hot right now. So, but yeah, that's why I wrote about Trinity. And plus, I also said a little bit, half of it, yesterday, in the video that I made yesterday. I felt like I was being a bit more specific in that video yesterday that I did. Unless if I wasn't, then oh well. If I wasn't, then I'm sorry about that. But I felt like I was being more clear and more precise in that video. But yeah, but I just wanted to let y'all know that I didn't forget. I really read about what I wrote about Trinity. So, but that's all I got for y'all tonight. Hopefully y'all did make it this far, and literally, hopefully y'all enjoyed. And I'm about to watch me some YouTube right now. And I'll see y'all on the next one. All right?